Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we are live. Still have a microphone, and it's still connected. I have 0 people watching right now, which is okay. It's just fine. Because I will probably make lots of mistakes, and I'm still getting used to this whole live thing. I'm going to studio mode. So I'm going to switch it to studio mode so I can make some changes without the scene changing. So I need to I'm going to add Illustrator as something that you guys can see too. Because I'm going to be working in Adobe Illustrator a bit today. And I'm imagining it might be helpful to see that while I'm working on it. I am using OBS as my streaming software. It's, I think, pretty standard streaming software that a lot of people use, and I really like it. So far, it's just amazing, everything it can do. The way that it lets you layer all sorts of sources into a scene and then have multiple scenes, and then you can click to just transition between those scenes. Amazing. Amazing. It's like having a whole TV studio on your computer. All right, I am looking for screen capture. Now we're going to do window. Well, is it under screen capture? Maybe so. All right, we're going to call it Illustrator. Oh. Illustrator window. I'm going to then do a window capture. Adobe Illustrator. It figured it out already. All right, I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to go ahead and add video capture device. Add existing. Let's see, which one do I want? I think just a video capture device. All right, I'm gonna put my face on there too. And the way I do that is I'm gonna add a video capture device in OBS. I'm gonna pick one that already exists. Add existing. All right, all right. That worked great. Stick myself down in the bottom left corner here. And then, if all goes well, I should be able to switch to it. And, yeah, transition over. Yep, there we go. Just like that. Now you can see what I'm doing on Illustrator, theoretically. All right, I am going to make, so this is the channel art size is 2560, so 2560 pixels by, I'm gonna go look, 1440. This is according to Google's AI, which I would hope Google's AI is accurate because it is YouTube owned by Google. So hope that the Google AI description here is correct. It says the ideal YouTube channel art size is 2560 by 1440. but only a central area of approximately 1546 by 423 is guaranteed to be visible on all devices. So that's super important. I want to make sure all of my text and everything is inside of that. And the way I'm planning to do that is with some guidelines. I'm going to throw some guidelines in here that box out the, I'm going to call it the safe area. Back in my televisions days, when I used to work in TV, I learned a lot about that. In TV, the safe area was the area that you could have your title. So it was the title safe area. You lost about 10% of the screen, or you'd bring all your titles and everything in about 10% all the way around, because especially back then, a lot of people were still using CRT monitors, and the edges get cropped off of those. So if you put your title, if at the TV station you put your title all the way to the left of your screen on whatever video you were doing, a lot of people's TVs would just crop off a huge portion of the title. So you have the title safe area that makes sure the titles, reasonably sure the titles will be seen on everybody's TV. With newer TVs, less gets cropped off typically, but you still need a title safe area. All that to say, that's what I think about when I'm thinking about safe areas and safe margins. You have the title safe, and then you have the action safe, which is like 5% around, where most people will see it, and you can have action happening there. But if there's anything with words that people need to read, you want to make sure that's within the title safe. Yeah, so a little bit of a tangent there, but that was, what I learned there. All right, I'm going to hit save on this. I'm assuming that you guys can see all this still. I'm gonna see if I can go full. So let me go full screen. Yeah, looks like you can see it. All right, now I have to reacquaint myself with Illustrator. I am not an Illustrator pro by any stretch of the imagination, but I have some basic concepts down here. I probably need to view rulers or something like that. At least in Photoshop, that's what you do, is like you can pull down the guidelines from the rulers, but you first have to be able to view the rulers. Is that what you do in Illustrator? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I'm not seeing anything there. Let's see. Rulers. Yeah. Wait, well, I was under window. View rulers. Show rulers. Hey, now if I go up here and I drag down, is that, yeah, I see something here. I see something here. All right. Now, if the central area of 1546 by 423 is what's available, so you only have 423 pixels high. So now, I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of basic math here. If the total height is 1440, I need to figure out how far down to bring the ruler and how far up to bring a second ruler to have 423 in between these two rulers. There's got to be a simple way to do this. So it's about 1,000. Okay, so I'm 1440. First, I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say 1440 minus 423. That leaves me with 1,017. So I know the total amount that I need to take away is 1,017. I'm going to take half of that away from the bottom and half of that away from the top. Now, 1,017 doesn't go really cleanly together. So I'll do 422. 1440 minus 422 gives me 1,018. So I'm going to do half of 1,018 from the top, half from the bottom. So that means this guy here, there's got to be a way to actually type it in where I don't have to just like drag it. Where, can I see it somewhere? Show me. It's telling me how much I'm moving it. All right, from the top. All right, we'll do half of, what did I say, 1,018. All right, let's do that. Let's do 1,018 divided by 2. 509. So I'm going to bring this, it's snapped to the top here, and as I move it, it tells me how far I've moved it. So I'm going to go down 509 from the top. Down here, 509.41. I wonder if I hold down something, if it'll do whole pixels instead of this incremental pixel. There we go, 503. That's pretty close. There's gotta be a way. All right, well, I'm now gonna start at the bottom here and see if it just tells me how far I've moved it. I'm gonna go 509 from the bottom, negative 509 from the bottom. Let's see here. Getting close. Getting close. 50879. Good enough. All right, so that gives me this safe area, that direction. Now we got to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to go over here. 1546. So I'm going to take 2,560. You know what? I can show you this. I can go in here and make a calculator visible. I am going to make that I'm going to make a new scene called calc. And in that scene, I'm going to add a screen capture called calculator. And then I'm going to find the window called calculator, I hope. I'm expecting something called calc or calculator. Clock? No, not quite. Starts with a C. I am not seeing a calculator. Oh, wait. Nope. Properties for calculator. Wait, that's this. No, I'm looking for the actual calculator. Maybe I need to do application capture. Calculator. There we go. Okay. I'm now going to bring in a video of me looking at the calculator. Video capture device? Sure. Let's add an existing video capture device. Let's put this calculator over in a friendly place. Bob Ross of live streaming. We're just going to put this friendly little calculator over in a friendly little place. He just wants to live right there. That's what the calculator wants to do. Wants to live right there and tell me all sorts of numbers. He's going to tell me how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide. He even gives me a little percent sign. All right, Bob Ross calculator. We call it that, Bob Ross calculator if we wanted to. All that to say, I'm going to do some math now with the calculator. You're not seeing any of this yet because I did not transition to it yet. There we go. Now you can see the little calculator. Oh, calculator. Which way do I have to look to make it look like I'm looking at the calculator? There, like that. All right. Calculator. All right, now I'm going to actually use it. Ready? 1546 by 423. So 2560 minus 1546. $25.60 minus 1546 equals 1014. So that means we need to come over, divided by 2, 507. Oh. So it's pretty close. It's like if you come down 510, up 510, over 510, and over 510, you'd be okay. It would be like that's where your channel art can live. So that would be a good way to think about it, I think, for doing YouTube channel art. You could kind of keep it in your mind as that. I'll do 507. Yeah, we're close to it. I'm going to switch back to Illustrator and go. All right. So this, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to snap it here. So start at that edge and then I'm going to start dragging and just come over 507. Good enough. I'm going to bring another one. First, I'm going to bring it all the way over here and snap it to the edge. And then I'm going to drag it over. 507. Good enough. And save. I need to now save this projects. That's crazy. And job site. I'm going to do, yeah, maybe I'll make a new folder. YouTube art. Or should I do like, maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should do social media art. I can save other things in there too. I probably have a folder that's very similar to this in there somewhere, but I'm going to do this again. YouTube channel art. Save. Okay. Now, what I'd like to do is, ouch, not bang my elbow again on a sharp corner of a desk from the 1980s. Yeah, this is not a forgiving desk, let me tell you. Battle wounds. What I'd like to do is start with a background of probably like space or stars. Let's see what we get here. I know Illustrator, I think we can do generative stuff now. So I'm just gonna drag, generate vectors, generate shape fill. Oh, I don't know if I want it as a vector. Should I be doing this in Photoshop? I don't really want to generate vectors. I think I want to have a background of like, it's probably a raster generated background. All right, so what I can do is I can go to ChatGPT and let's see if I can just generate something this big in ChatGPT. I don't know if I can, but 2560 by 1440. You generate a beautiful, stylized, space image suitable for I better not start telling it about YouTube because then it might add other things to it besides just the space background. Image of space that is 2560 by 1440 question mark? Or should I just tell it, should I command it? Should I be like, you're gonna do this? Generate. I'll say it nicely. Please generate. Incinerate? No, please generate a beautiful stylized image of space that is 2560 by 1440. All right, go, do it. Getting started, sounds good. All right, go back in here to Illustrator and undo whatever I just did. I did save it. All right, good. I can start thinking about this part of the banner. Fill this with something. Yeah, I'm not going to stay with that color, I don't think. Do I have a color palette set up yet? I don't know if I do. Don't know if I do. Still have 0 people watching, just so you know. I am talking to myself and the camera, mostly to myself. I think I'm also talking to the camera. But yeah, I'm actually okay with this, not having a bunch of people watching me right now, because I'm sure all of you guys out there are better at Illustrator than me. Okay, that's not true. Some of you guys out there are worse at Illustrator than I am, but a huge number of you probably do this for a living, and you just like do the shortcuts real quick, and that is amazing and awesome, and thank you so much for your service. because you're also probably out there teaching people how to do it. And for all I know, I've watched your videos. That's assuming that you're watching my video so that it makes sense for me to say that. So you might not be watching my video, so maybe I haven't seen your videos. All of you who have made Illustrator videos. All right, tangent, done. Oh, image created. I'm going to download that. That's kind of pretty. I like it. It's got some color to it. Space background. I'm going to stick that in. Where am I going to stick that? I'm going to put, where was my social media? There it is, social media art. Now, how do I bring that into Illustrator? Oh, it's going to make this is not a color that I want. I just wanted something on there to start with. What am I doing? I am... Can I just drag it? Maybe I can just drag it. Go to my projects folder. Go down to... Gonna go down to... Oh, what am I doing? There's my site. All right, there. Now I know what I'm doing. Well, that's quite a claim. Now I know what I'm doing. Oop, dragged it in. All right, it is not 2560 by 1440, but I think it's high enough resolution to do what I need it to do. Oh, I kind of like it. Save. I am a compulsive saver when it comes to documents and projects. Perhaps it's still this way, where things are buggy enough to just randomly crash on you. But when I first started using the Adobe products, like 20 years ago, more now, 25 years ago, they would crash a lot. And you would, like, I learned to save all the time. Control S, Control S. Well, now it's now that I'm on a Mac, Command S. But at the time, it was like, do one little change, save. Another change, save. And I'm so glad I learned to do that, because it saved me quite a few times. It saved me, a lot of work. Of course, I learned it because I've lost a lot of work. So, at least now I have the space background. Can you see that? I think you can see that. What are you guys seeing? Yeah, space background. AI has made things so much easier for this sort of stuff. Like if you just want one part of the asset that you're working on. Anyway, I just need some space. I need some space. Don't we all need some space sometimes? All right, I don't need to put another one of these on there. I think I want, it's all in the same layer. I just need to move that up. Got those guides. Oh, that's interesting. The guides are part of the layer. So the guides turn off when I turn the layer off. All right. So properties of that. Let's let's go pick a color here. I'll pick something kind of earthy, maybe. Maybe I can make it a gradient. How do I make it a gradient? I go to fill. All right, there's gradients. Freeform gradient. That's cool. I think I want to do a radial gradient. All right, and then angle. Let's see what we've got here. What are we doing here? How do I actually tell it to do it? Do I have to change? Do I have to pick the colors? Gradient. Pick the colors here. I'm expecting to see it change. Maybe that is not something I should expect. Maybe I didn't have it selected. I'm expecting it. Yeah, like to change. Oh, there we go. Now I want to do a radial gradient. And I want to like really expand this out. Where it's almost like, what does the angle do? No. Ooh, what's this do? Interesting. So I'm really just wanting like just barely on the edges. Location. What is this? Ooh, location. Maybe location's what I'm looking for. No, that's the same as that. Gradient. Edit gradient. Let's start with a similar color and then just change it a little bit. That's my thought. Struggling with the gradient, y'all. I don't like how this looks at all. Not yet, anyway. I want like this color, which you can't see right now. Maybe I can just copy this. Can I be like, copy a picture just to use it for the color picker? What if I want to color pick something else? Color picker? I want to go pick a color from something else entirely. I used to have a color picker extension for Chrome. That was useful at times. Let's see, what do I have? I have... I can start, you know what? I can start with white. I'll start with a white banner. It's hard to go wrong with white banners. Just across. All right, I'm going to switch this. We're going to do, not going to do a gradient anymore. Don't want to do a gradient. I want to do text to pattern. Interesting. Swatches. Color. All right. I don't want it to be graded anymore. So when I go here, why is it not switching it back? I have to actually click on it. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to start with that. And do ellipse tool. Nope. Right in the middle. Bring in this ellipse here, like that. Now, I would like to put a red stroke around this. Let's bring that up a bit, like 9, 10, 10 point, maybe something like that. And then my face can go there, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna pick a font as well. In order to put my face in there, I'm gonna need to do some sort of a clipping mask, I imagine. If I can make a new layer. Right. Face. Bring the lips into the face layer. bring my face into the face layer. I hope. Kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. I'm gonna look at my desktop for my face. I found my face. I think I need a new face. No, I need a new face shot, not a new face. I need some new headshots. All right, there's my face. Now, if I want to bring my face into that circle, how do I do it? I'm going to select the ellipse. I'm going to select them both here, and then there's a way that I can make a clipping mask. So if I select two things and say make clipping mask must contain more than one object. Did I not select both? All right, I'm going to select this one, and this one. Wait, it's not selecting both. All right, I'm going to select this one, Command. What? I'm holding down Shift. I thought that's how you do it. All right. Make clipping mask. Hey, what? It worked? No way. It worked. Look at that. I'm so surprised that I was able to do that. All right, so the border went away, so I guess it turns the whole shape into the clipping mask. So I'm going to go back to the ellipse. And yeah, I think I'm going to I don't know if there's a way. I guess it's using the whole shape as the clipping mask, so it's not going to have a border. So I think what I'm going to do is just add another ellipse over the same area. Over the same area? Where'd it go? All right, try again. I just went undo. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to hold down Shift. No. One of these. If I hold down Shift and Option on Mac here, it expands from the middle. And then I can make it the same size. And then this is what I can do. I can go to Properties. And I can say, stroke is going to, we'll just make it red, one of these reds. We make it like 10 pixels. The fill is going to be non-existent. Yeah, now I've got something. I've got something. Now what I need to do is figure out if that's the correct, if it's the same red as I'm using for highlight elsewhere. Similar. All right, I'm going to check the styles on my website. I'm going to go look at the colors. Edit the color. No. I don't want to change my website. Dark one. Oh, here, edit palette. I found it. I found the hexadecimal number for the color that I want. So I'm going to go back here and select the stroke of that ellipse. I'm then going to put in hex number. Hey, now it matches my website red. And now I would like to add some text around here, like, yeah, I want to say various topics that I talk about and am interested in, things like that. Actually, talk with ChatGPT, it made me a YouTube thumbnail that I kind of liked. I was playing around. It's the thumbnail that I used for this stream that we're doing right now, where the thumbnail says Generalist Playground. But what I liked is it says like tech, DIY, publishing, coding, home lab. That's kind of a range of things that I'm interested in. At least, I mean, there's a lot more that I'm interested in life, but those are things that I can at least kind of talk about. So we're going to try this. Need to figure out my font. I'm going to use the same font that I have on my website. Did I save? I'm going to save. Go back over here. Adobe. Quick save. All right. I need something I would like to do is set up the auto switching, so that way when I switch to my browser and stuff, it automatically switches it for all you guys watching. All you guys, which are how many right now? 0. Oh, I got 1 view. That's nice. I wonder who viewed me. Welcome to the 1 view. Thanks for sticking around for however long you stuck around. I'm going to... What am I going to do next here? Add the words. That's what I'm going to do. I'm making sure I save that. So to add the words, I need to decide on the font. I think I'm just good old Helvetica. Some sort of Helvetica. Well, it's headings Open Sans. Kind of similar. Kind of similar. And the paragraphs are Titilium Web. I think I want to do that. I'm going to use Titilium. Do I have Titilium Web? Is that a font that I have in Hello World? Is that a font that I have? It doesn't look like it. Find more. Titilium Web Extra Light. Regular. Titilium Web Regular. That looks good. I'm going to download Titilium Web Regular. Add this font. Great. now I'm going to select this font. And I'm going to change my hello world to be bigger. Let's start there. And I'm going to change it to Tillium Web Regular. And then I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Words. I'm going to do words. All right, tech, DIY, publishing, coding, home web. Tech. I'm not completely set on my layout yet. DIY. Instead of publishing, actually I'm going to do writing, coding, So now these decisions like this can be difficult. How to keep it looking balanced. Tech, DIY, writing. Do coding. Home lab. Maybe DIY writing. Do I need to say tech? I could just do DIY writing, coding, home lab. Because coding and home lab are kind of tech and writing. But I also like filmmaking, but I don't really talk about filmmaking. Definitely, like I've shot some short films, but I'm not like, well, I am on IMDb technically, I think. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more. I'm having some imposter syndrome stuff that I'm working through right now, where I have some experience with film and I worked in television, and also I'm not sure that I'm like a filmmaker. Am I a filmmaker? I have multiple unfinished screenplays. So I think that just makes me human. All right, tech, DIY, writing. DIY, writing, coding, home lab. I talk about technology though. Also, I think instead of this tech, this dash, I would like to do some sort of a dot. But I'd like it to actually be typed in so that I don't have to like line a picture up with the words, if that makes sense. Also, I wonder if I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna add these words to the new layer. There. And with the ellipses and the clip, I'm gonna select all of them, hopefully. No, apparently not. Why are they not selecting all of them? I want to select, oh, there. Wondering about making my face a little smaller. And making this banner just a little bit smaller. Trying to think of a way to fit the words underneath instead of next to me. Let's see. And then I also thought about like each one being a different font. Instead of them all being the same font, that might be cool. Wait, what? Delete that. Can I delete that? Why can't I delete that? Type. Delete. Why can't I right click and delete? Alright, I'm gonna click there. I'm gonna click here. And delete. Yay, deleted. I really liked these, the icons that ChatGPT came up with. There's like a circuit board, and then there's wrench, and there's a book, and there's code, and there's home lab. I thought that was pretty cool. I wonder if I can do something similar. But I can at least start here. I just don't even know if this is the right color to use. Going back to this guy, let's go. Let's see. Let's do a color picker. How come I can't do a color picker on here? I want to do a color picker here. I want to color pick. How do I color pick? Fill, color matte, choose colors here. But it's not letting me pick a color. What if I want to pick a color? Maybe I can do that here. All right. We can pick that color. And then I can see it as a recent color. And then I can go back over here. And I can click on here and then see what's the recent color. And do that. Yeah. And then maybe I can adjust that just a little. Ooh. Layers. Layer 1. to adjust this a little bit more. Wait, how come I can't adjust it? Right, click here, rectangle. Come on, rectangle. Let me adjust you. Anchor. It's not giving, oh, there. Here's a little handle. Do that. And then I'm going to do this. I'm gonna make this bigger again. There's a little bit of space at the top and the bottom. Then I think I'm going to split this up. I think this is looking better. Could be that I just try to do too many things, but I have a lot of interests, and I'm really trying to lean into the fact that I'm a generalist, and trying to find the strengths of that as opposed to just trying to change it, because I have a lot of different interests. So that's why I started saying specifically I'm a generalist, because I think since generalism is a thing, that can be the focus. Yeah, a jack of all trades. I think like a lot of inventors are generalists, and yeah, where there's the people out there that can do art and also have interest in science, and yeah, it's kind of this wide range of what they enjoy learning about and doing. So it's a thing, but it's also, it can be hard to like brand, because people often just, they're looking for a way to categorize you in their minds. I know I do it. Like I know somebody who's doing cooking on YouTube. It's like, that's what they do. They're a cooking YouTube channel. So I'd like to be a generalist YouTube channel and look for my fellow generalists out there. And so I found that I'm part of Chat Lab Makerspace down in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and that attracts a lot of generalists, people who just have a lot of different interests. So then I'm learning that it's very much a thing, that you have a bunch of people who are, that they're creative and also technical, and it's a good experience. So if you have a makerspace in your area, I would suggest looking into it, because I have found it to be a great place for community and interacting with real people and not just online. I know a lot of people online, a lot of the people online are real. A lot of them are bots, but a lot of them are real. But it's a different interaction when you're actually physically in someone else's space. Well, that sounds a little bit too aggressive. When you're physically in the same space, when you and someone else are physically in the same space, there's just something different about that. Well, this is getting pretty close to something that's usable. I think I can keep doing, I think I can do better. I think I can add some icons that would look nice. Also, I really do want to, if it's easy to just change these into little dots, Like, what would be a character that's a dot? Maybe I can ask. Is there a character? Char that's a dot character on Mac? No. For bullet point. Okay, use a special character viewer by pressing Control Command Space. Bullet. That's what I should do. I should use a bullet. Control Command Space. Sounds good. How do I do it? Control Command Space. Control Shift Command Space. No. Or option 8. All right, try option 8. Option 8. Ooh. Ooh, square dot. Oh, all right. Option 8. Nice. Option 8. Now, what if I wanted to do a round one? Tech, DIY, writing, coding. What if instead of in the middle, what if I moved my face over here? Like to one side, and that would allow me to put all of the words on the other side. About that. What about that? I think maybe I like that. Option 8, coding. That's kind of cool, actually. Doubled up like that. Option 8, home lab. I can delete that. And this can all be one line of text. That feels good. That's not bad. Tech, DIY, writing, coding, home lab. Let's see if I have any views yet. One view still. One view. So, thank you for that view. It is very much appreciated. Once I get this banner up, it's just gonna be, we're gonna have so many views. It's gonna be a flood of views. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 views, you know. All right. Tech, DIY, writing, coding, home lab. I guess I could share the fact that I'm live streaming. I haven't shared that fact anywhere, like on social media anywhere. Mostly because this is an experiment and I'm really just getting used to it, like getting the hang of it. Yeah. But hey, this turned out okay. This is not bad. It's a place to start. All of you out there wanting to start something, do it. I applaud you. And I think you should go for it. As long as it's something that, you know, benefits society, and don't like go start a cigarette company or anything, because we kind of went through that already and we'd rather not. That's not really a benefit, you know. So do good things. Do good things. Tactical writing, coding, home lab. I really like these icons. Is there an easy way to turn these into vector images? Well, I could at least do like a bit of a mock-up here and see if I still like them when they're in here. When I'm actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm cutting myself off in mid-sentence. I'm going to open up this thumbnail. All right. See these icons? I like those. I like those icons. That's cool. And ChatGPT made those for me. Also, I wonder if I'd like this color a little bit better than that. Just this lighter color. I think I do. I like that color better too. I don't want it to be full on white. What is the color? Just pick it. Just pick that color. To-do. 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 It's close to white, but it's not white. Off-white. To-do. To-do. No. Not to-do. I thought I copied. Thought I pasted. What's going on here? Color picker. Color picker. Fill. Fill. Copied. Copied. Pasted. Pasted. Hey. There we go. I like that too. Alright, so I'm going to bring this up, and then I'm going to put some icons underneath it. Oh, you know what I could do? This is kind of messy, but I'm going to do it just for the heck of it. I can just crop it out. I can just crop, since if I make this the same color, which I just did, I can do it. I can just, oh my goodness. I could crop this whole thing. Tech DIY, except I want to say writing instead of publishing. I'm going to do it. This is long term, not how I want to do it. But in the short term, just to try this out, I think I'm just going to literally crop out this section of the image. Now, how do I do that in Illustrator? How do I crop and like copy a piece? Artboard? No. I don't think I know how to crop in Illustrator. I think I can copy the whole thing, paste the whole thing, and now I think there's probably a way that instead of, I think there's probably a way to crop. All right, go help, crop image. Okay, crop. Oh, this is how you crop. You go to crop image. That's how you crop the image. I'm going to crop it down to this. All right. Oh, look at that. I'm going to bring it right in here. Tech, DIY, writing, coding, home lab. E. Not too bad, y'all. It's not lined up exactly. I'm trying to decide how much that matters. I think it looks pretty nice, actually. Not bad. I'm gonna put that. Hey, I kind of like that. I'm going to say that's good for version 1. I like that. Yeah. All right, file. Save. Already saved. Now I'm going to file. Export. For screens? Sure. Export for screens. I'm going to... Oh. Looks like it's already in the right folder. I'm going to say export artboard. Hey, kind of like that. Now, after I sit with it for a while, am I going to still like it? Who knows? Who knows? But I'm going to go over here to my channel right now. And I'm going to upload this as my new channel or my new channel art. It says banner image. What does it say? Banner image. I thought it was channel art. All right, that's fine. I'm going to throw it in here where it says banner image. And see what happens. Banner. I'm going to call it banner art. Banner art. Open. Oh, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Yep. Viewable on all devices. Viewable on TV, viewable on desktop, viewable on all devices. Done. Publish. Hey, I like it. I think I like it. I want to see it. I can't see it yet. Ah, good enough. Yeah, I do. I like it. I'm going to start there. Going to start there. Tech, DIY, writing, coding, home lab. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, to my one viewer, can I just say thank you? Thanks for viewing. And I am going to say goodbye. Oh wait, you will not be able to reconnect your stream and you will stop and you will no longer be live. Well, that's okay. I'm not going to be live, but I'll still be alive.